Hello trumpeters! It's time in this video to learn one more note on the trumpet. But before we do that, let's take a quick minute and review the 4 notes that we've already learned so far. We've learned C, open, D, 1 and 3, E, 1 and 2, and F, 1. Let's play those 4 notes so that we remember what they feel like and what they sound like. Let's do it all together. 1, 2, 3, and... Good job. So the next note that we're going to learn is G, and it's the next note that comes after F in the B flat major scale. Let's listen to that one more time. Those are the 4 notes that you know. And then G. And if you'll notice, G is also fingered open, which you already know is the same fingering from low C. Now, how is that possible? First, we have to learn a little bit how the harmonic and overtone series works on the trumpet. There's many notes that we can play on the trumpet without valves. And the original trumpets from the early 1400s, and even long before that, when a trumpet was considered a ram's horn or a shofar, or if you've ever seen anybody sound a note on a conch shell, they work exactly like the trumpet. You produce a vibration into it and then a sound comes out. But you can also make any of those have other pitches too. And the way the early trumpets work, they had no valves, but they could play a lot of notes simply by making the air go faster to play higher notes. And conversely, we have to slow it down just a little bit so that we can come back down. So there are many notes that we can play on the trumpet with just any valve combination. And if we put down second valve or first valve or 1 and 2, we can play just as many notes, but all of those notes are equally as lower from the first C as any of them that we've had so far. So, and then, so really quickly, that's sort of how any brass instrument works in a similar manner to that. So, how do we get that G to come out? We can start from the low C. Think about how we whistled or how we made the sirens on the mouthpiece. Remember, our tongue does a little flip. Another analogy I like to use is the sound of a donkey. E-aw, e-aw, e-aw. It's crazy. I know I look crazy when I do that. But you hear how the sound is changed in the voice. E-aw, e-aw. And that's caused by the tongue doing the exact same thing. It's raising and lowering in the very middle part of the tongue, and that's what helps change the speed of the air. As the tongue goes higher, it creates a smaller opening for the air to come out across the tongue. Therefore, it gets a little bit more pressurized and makes the air faster. Remember, or we do that same thing on the trumpet. We don't get all of the notes in between because on the trumpet we have to use the valves to get all of those notes in between. But eventually, when you've blown just fast enough, you'll quickly pop up to that G. And it sounds something a little bit like that. Let's all try playing the 4 notes that we know, C, D, E, F, and G. Let's see if we can get that G. 1, 2, ready, and... Good job. Let's do that one more time. 1, 2, ready, and... Good job. Now let's try the whistle pattern one more time. Going from low to high and then back down low. Let's do it together. Now let's do that on the mouthpiece. 1, 2, ready, go. Good. One more time. 1, 2, ready, and... Good job. Now, let's try doing that exact same thing on the trumpet. 1, 2, ready, and... Again, one more time. 1, 2, ready, and... Good job, everybody. If you're having any issues with learning how we change from open partial to open partial, if you're really struggling to get out that G or C, please feel free to reach out to your band directors. They'd be more than happy to offer their advice to help you. And you can also reach me by email at trumpetchase@gmail.com. Send me a quick message, and we might hopefully we can get a lesson set up to be able to discuss some of the issues that you're having. Thanks very much. Happy trumpeting.